Two recent polls show Senator Elizabeth Warren, DMAS, breaking from Senator Bernie Sanders, I Vermont, and gaining significant ground on former Vice President Joe Biden. Sanders, 76, and Warren, 70, have typically been close to each other, or Sanders has been above Warren, but the two polls show Warren received at least 9 percentage points more than Sanders and was much closer to Biden, 76, than Sanders. Some 24% of respondents chose Warren while 28% chose Biden in an Investor's Business Daily/Tip poll conducted from August 22 through August 30 and released on Sept. 3. That was an increase of 7% for Warren since a survey released in early August and a dip for Biden of 2%. Sanders received 12%, the same as last month, and no other candidate received 10% or more. Senator Kamala Harris, Democrat, California, received 6% to place her in fourth, down from 11%. About 27% of female respondents opted for Warren, versus 28% who chose Biden. Biden saw the same support among men, while 19% of male respondents indicated support for Warren. The poll was answered by 903 people, but the questions pertaining to Democratic candidates included just 360 registered voters who are either Democrats or who lean Democrat. Senator Elizabeth Warren, DMAS, 2020 Democratic presidential hopeful, speaks during the first day of the Frank Lamire Native American Presidential Forum held at the Orpheum Theater in Sioux City, Iowa on August 19, 2019. Tim Hines/Sioux City Journal via AP, an Economist/YouGov survey, PDF, conducted from August 24 through August 27 and released late last week showed 24% of respondents choosing Biden when asked who they would vote for if the Democratic presidential primary or caucus was held on the day they answered the question. Warren was second with 20%, ahead of Sanders 14%. No other candidate received over 10% and 12% of respondents said they were not sure. Warren saw the most support from male respondents while Biden received the most support from female respondents. Democratic 2020 presidential candidate and former Vice President Joe Biden talks with a woman outside Lindy's Diner in Keene, New Hampshire on August 24, 2019. Elizabeth Frantz/Reuters, additionally, when asked which Democratic candidates they're considering and allowed to select all that applied, more people ticked Warren than any other candidate. 53% of respondents said they are considering voting for Warren, versus 47% who ticked Biden and 41% who chose Sanders. Senator Kamala Harris, Democrat, California, was fourth with 35% and South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg was fifth with 28%. The survey was conducted among 1,500 voters, but the questions were answered by about 570 respondents who said they will be voting in the primary or caucus for the Democratic primary. Democratic presidential hopeful Senator Bernie Sanders, I Vermont, delivers his closing statement during the first round of the second Democratic primary debate of the 2020 presidential campaign season, hosted by CNN at the Fox Theater in Detroit, Michigan, on July 30, 2019. Brandon Smiałowski, AFP/Getty Images. The two polls followed a rash of polls that showed Biden with a strong lead. Most of them showed Biden in first by at least 10 percentage points. A Quinnipiac University poll released August 28, for instance, saw 32% of Democratic voters and independent voters who leaned Democratic opting for Biden, followed by Warren at 19%, and Sanders at 15%. A poll from Emerson showed the former vice president with 31% support, compared to 24% for Sanders, 15% for Warren, and 10% for Harris. Emerson noted the age divide in the primary, with Sanders getting 36% support of those under the age of 50 compared to 11% support among those 50 and over. Biden, on the other hand, has the support of 21% of those under 50 and 44% of those 50 and over, while Warren saw a mix from both groups. Follow Zachary on Twitter, @ZachStieber. Let's block ads. Why?